I want to shift gears for a second. I wanted to talk a little bit about social media and the utility of social media to influence Congress, if it does at all. I noticed that you're very active on social media, at least on Facebook, and you post repeatedly exactly what you're doing, what you're thinking, and what's going on. Generally in Congress, and I know you don't know all 435 and whether they do or don't use social media, but just generally, how effective do you think communicating with Congress is through social media?
I think it's real effective. We have people that scan that stuff. There's alerts out there where we can find out what's going on if we're involved with it or if there's a topic that we're interested. And so we have people on our team that tell us what's going on. When we get phone calls or a lot of emails or a lot of hits on our Facebook, if they're all under one subject, those garner a lot of attention. And, again, if people are respectful, those gain more attention. If people are, belligerent on those kind of get pushed to the side for a little bit. We listen to them, but, they don't carry the weight of somebody trying to solve a problem and looking for solutions. So any form of contact is great. Social media today is really what most people are going by, and it's the best way to communicate for us to the younger generation to get that information out there. And even the seniors today are getting more active in social networks.
As far as social media, do you actually ever yourself get a chance to look at any of the FAIRtax related social media posts on Facebook or Twitter?
Yeah, I read. You guys send me stuff. I read that. I read articles on different magazines and editorials, or not editorials, excuse me, but publications that we get. We look at that. This is something that, you've always got to stay refreshed on this because we get asked questions on this all the time.
Both Twitter and Facebook, do you think both are useful or one more than the other?
Probably Facebook is what we prefer. I know we use Twitter quite a bit. We talk about stuff, it goes out.
I wanted to ask you about an internet-based site called PopVox. And I don't know whether you've heard of PopVox or not. First of all, have you ever heard of it?
Not until I read your information that you sent me. But I'm sure people on our team know about it.
All right. And PopVox is a way for people to communicate with Congress, specifically their own district representative, and express an opinion on any piece of pending legislation. They can say yes, they can say no, and they can post a reason why. And our understanding is that PopVox actually is monitored by the Democrat caucus on a direct connection because it provides a large amount of demographics, because they can typically tell not only city, state, congressional district, but age, and then they have ways of knowing voting propensities from that. Is there any move in the Republican caucus that you know of to make any strong use of PopVox?
Yeah, there is. I know on the NRCC side, Reince Priebus, they've got a whole new team going in there trying to catch up to where the Democrats were on this. But I know it gets monitored all over the Hill. The Hill is listening to stuff all the time. They're picking up bits and pieces. If I say something about the Republican Party, or say Mr. Boehner, that stuff goes right to their office, and so they're following it. Plus, we have roundtable discussions up there in our Republican conference. We meet with Kathy McMorris Rogers, and so we meet with the people up there, and we talk about this, and we talk about the FAIRtax. Of course, you've got a great champion up there with Rob Woodall, but we just need more people talking about this on the Hill. The grassroots effort to the business community. And, any chance we get to talk about this, we sure like to.